Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you the ultimate guide to getting ready for the next scenario in Once Human. We'll be covering what to focus on before the new scenario drops, how to make sure you don't miss anything important, and key strategies for both PvE and PvP players. I'll talk about everything related to both servers, but if you notice any differences between PvE and PvP, feel free to highlight them in the comments. I'll also share some hardcore tips from my 20 years of gaming experience to help you prepare like a pro, as well as some more casual activities you might want to complete before the update. Plus, I'll show you what I would personally bring into the next scenario and break down the costs of what I believe are the most important items to take with you. If you're ready to crush it in the next update, be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts to share. I'm also planning to cover content from the upcoming update and all future releases. So, if you want to stay informed on everything related to Once Human, be sure to stick around and stay tuned. Let's get started. As the new scenario approaches, it's crucial to make sure you're prepared. There are several deviants that might no longer be available, so make sure you collect them while you still can. This includes Shattered Maiden, Monkey, Disco Ball, Gingerbread House, Mini Feaster, and those found from bosses, silos, and elites like Festering Gel, Harvseed, Dreamcatcher, Chefosaurus Rex, Pyro Dino, H37, Enchanting Void, Atomic Lighter, Rebecca, Rainman, Artisan's Touch, By the Wind, Atomic Snail, Canine Skull, Snow Globe, and Nutcracker. Don't forget about the shiny versions of Festering Gel, Butterfly Emissary, Fetch-A-Lot Bunny, Ground Shroom, Extra Dimensional Cat, and Digby Boy, as these may also become unavailable. Additionally, you might want to collect some of the PvP-exclusive deviants like Pup Buddy, Mr. Wish, Dr. Teddy, the Masonic Pyramid, and the Upper World Spawn. If you're playing on a PvE server, consider trading with others to ensure you can collect these rare deviants. Now, once you're done with that, make sure to clear all locations in the game. Doing so will reward you with plenty of blueprint fragments and controllers that will be useful for the next scenario. It's also essential to collect all possible Stellar Planula in the game, as this currency will carry over to the next stage. Make sure to complete the Ancient Ones trial every week, finish your quests, and open all Morphic crates while searching for hidden ones. When you're finished, grab everything you can from Severin. Attachments stay with you, so it's a good idea to buy them all as they can be useful for future builds. Additionally, gathering attachments from the map will give you more controllers. Even if you've already done this on another server, doing it again can still net you around 50 controllers in total, so make sure you take advantage of this. Next, if specific mods from Prime Wars or other events are important to your build, get them while you still can, as Prime Wars might not be in the next scenario. Be sure to upgrade your mods before transferring so you can save energy links in the new scenario. If you don't have strong blue mods yet for armor or melee weapons like the katana, make sure to collect them now, as they might not be available after the update. This could give you an edge when the new content arrives. Now let's talk about seeds, another important item to collect. Since they may not be available on the new map and are cheap to transfer, having a small stockpile will give you a head start in tougher survival conditions. Additionally, completing seasonal goals will help you earn more Mitsuko Marks, which can be exchanged for valuable rewards. Don't forget to gather key calibrations for your current build and for any future weapons you might want to use. As for controllers, it's important to complete weekly tasks like Warband donations, Moving House, and 3 daily public crisis events to gather as many as possible. If your build is already optimized, avoid spending all your controllers. You can transfer them for just 20 material points. Also, don't forget that you can buy controllers from NPCs like Severin and Nisa, up to 40 in total, so make sure you grab those too. Additionally, don't neglect your commissions. They reward you with a significant number of controllers. If you haven't unlocked all cooking recipes yet, now's a good time to do so. Also, consider buying everything from the Wish Machine in the Make-A-Wish section. Buy all banners but echoes from the Rift, as they replenish every time you complete it. Even if you don't need them right now, they might prove useful later, especially with the upcoming blueprint conversion system that will allow you to swap stars for any gear. While you could save around 30,000 Starchrome for a new build when it drops, It might not be necessary since the new weapon and armor set will be released in later stages of the next scenario. This gives you time to collect more Starchrome as you progress. I'd suggest avoiding upgrading gear you don't need right now, as we still don't know exactly how the new blueprint conversion system will work. I'll make a guide on that once we have more information. Moving on, it's a good time to fish for northern pike so you can buy blueprints from Marjorie. Even if you don't want to upgrade your northern pike blueprint, you can use the fragments to upgrade other huntsman blueprints. Completing all journeys will reward you with more controllers and Starchrome. If you've reached the end of the battle pass, consider saving your loot crates for the next scenario unless you need the loot right now. These crates transferred over in previous scenarios, so they likely will again. Preparing your tools is another important step. Make sure you have a drill, chainsaw, and some mining food ready. Perhaps even pickaxes if you're looking to save material points. If you want to earn an extra 1,000 Starchrome, don't forget to invite a friend to the game before the Gather Friends event ends on the 17th of October. Additionally, don't miss out on the event The Northern Tour, which offers a lot of Starchrome. Before the update, gather as many sproutlets as possible to give yourself an early advantage in the new server. The Highway Pursuit event is a great way to collect them, and you can play with friends to ensure everyone gets the reward. While you're at it, don't forget to buy a motorcycle skin from the Sproutlet shop, as they might replace it with something else soon. Finally, optimize your build by focusing on mods, calibrations, and attachments. Completing the hardest PvE content solo will test both your skill and your gear, and it's a great way to prepare for the next scenario. If you're at Stage 6, don't forget to buy Starchrome crates, and make sure you collect all the rewards for each individual server phase before transferring to the new server. Now let's move on to some more casual things you might want to do before transitioning to the next scenario. First, make sure to collect deviant decorations from hidden chests. These little treasures might not be available again, so grab them while you can. It's also a good idea to catch your pets, both regular and shiny ones. They provide great food buffs and can help with purification. If you enjoy fishing, now's a great time to fish for your collection. It's a relaxing activity that also adds something nice to your achievements. While you're at it, why not take some pictures as souvenirs of your adventures in this scenario? It's a nice way to capture the memories. Next, consider collecting furniture or trading for it. Some pieces might not be available in future scenarios, so doing Blackfell runs and purchasing furniture from NPCs can help you get unique items that will carry over. Building a cool house is also important, so take some time to create a blueprint for your base. This way, when the new scenario begins, you can set it up easily without wasting time. It's smart to also plan a temporary base that'll be enough to keep you going until you gather more materials for a larger, more permanent one. Lastly, get to know the people you'll be playing with on the new server. Having friends to enjoy the journey with will make it much easier and more fun. Don't forget to organize your inventory in Eternal Land before the transition. It's a good habit that'll save you time and avoid clutter later. But above all, remember to enjoy the process. There's no rush. Take your time and have fun as you wrap things up. Now, for the more hardcore players, drawing from my 20 years of experience who want to go all out in the next scenario, there are a few extra steps to consider. First, stock up on energy drinks if you plan on grinding hard. A little preparation in the kitchen goes a long way too. Make some food ahead of time so you can stay focused without interruptions. Before diving into the game, make sure to get some rest, or even take some time off. It'll help keep you sharp during the intense grind ahead. And don't forget to let your loved ones know you'll be off the grid for a while. They'll appreciate the heads up before you disappear into the game for an extended session. Now, let's talk about the most important items you'll want to carry over to the next scenario and their material point costs. First, I don't recommend taking your weapon. It costs a steep 11,000 material points. The electric drill is 2,500, and the advanced drill will set you back 3,000. The logging chainsaw costs 2,000, while the advanced version is 2,500. Canned seafood and oil cost 200 material points, and each controller is 20. Eclipse Cortexes, Tier 3, will cost you 90 points each. Deviants are 800, Calibrations are 1,000 and pets are 300, although I'm not sure if the price increases with tier. Stardust Source is a bargain at just 2 material points per unit. I've prepared a list of items needed to craft a motorcycle after arriving on the new map, and it will cost you a total of 1,285 material points. Additionally, you can set up a small farm from the start to help you survive during the first days of the new scenario. Each planter box costs 35 material points if you can gather logs and gravel. Add 10 points for the seed and 10 for the fertilizer, and each box totals 55 points. Not too high and even lower if you can make some boiled water yourself. If you're moving with friends, consider splitting the cost of transporting cortexes. For example, in a group of 8 people, everyone can bring 5 with them. One person can also take a chainsaw and gather wood for everyone, saving each person an additional 2,000 to 2,500 points. Lastly, if you plan to take a lot of deviants or even an upgraded weapon, you might want to save points by opting for an alloy pickaxe instead of a drill and chainsaw. It will only cost 1,500 points. Now, let me share what I plan to bring with me. I'll take the non-advanced drill and chainsaw to save an extra 1,000 points, bringing the total cost to 4,500 points. Next, my deviants. Shattered Maiden, Wolf, Festering Gel, Xeno Purifier, Chefosaurus Rex, H37, Paper Doll, Grown Shroom, Dreamcatcher, Harvseed, and Gingerbread House. Because I like these whims and they might not be available later, that will cost me 8,800 points. I'll also bring 2 calibrations, one for my Jaws pistol and the other for my melee weapon, which will cost 2,000 points total. Additionally, I plan to take around 50 seeds, mostly wheat and pumpkin, costing 500 points. That brings my total to 15,800 points, leaving me with 4,200 points to spend on controllers, Stardust Source, pets, materials, or even more deviants. Make sure to save some points. You never know what you'll need. Before we wrap up, make sure to check out the summary of changes so you stay up to date and can adjust to the latest updates. If you want to stay informed about everything important happening in the game, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have any more tips, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll pin them all. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Take care.